All right, what's going on, Nick? Welcome to the show.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Nice to meet you, man. By the way,
Oh yeah, same. It was good to see you in a person too.
yeah, yeah. You had showed up the other day. That was pretty cool. Yeah. So you got any shows coming up? You going to?
Shit. Yeah. Matter of fact, June. I think it's the 21st. Yes, 21st. The come and take it. Up in Austin. I'm gonna go see the Cavalera Conspiracy. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was that
So
Igor
yeah,
and Dana, right?
yeah.
That's
And then
what's up, bro.
so they're gonna play their fucking Beneath the Remains and Arise albums.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, dude. So
Going old
it's gonna
school.
yeah, it's gonna be fucking sick, dude. Because
Damn.
I met a dude up here when me, my wife, and my daughter we went
Yeah.
to go see El Nino play,
Right.
and I met this guy there with his girlfriend at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, we just kept in touch and shit. We've gone to a few shows already, met up there, and
In
yeah,
Austin.
in Austin, yeah. So yeah, he's like my concert buddy up here now.
Yeah, dude. That's what's
So
up, man.
so yeah, so me, him, and his other buddy who I met too, we just got our tickets, so we're gonna be there June 21st.
Yes, that's
So
good, man. So were you devastated when Sepultura started parting ways?
oh man, I was young when that happened, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, cause my great uncle, we call Uncle Tony,
Mm-hmm.
he's the one that really expanded my music interest in metal. Like of course, like
Right.
I listen to more like the like Corn and Rob Zombie and all that.
Yeah.
Just the regular bands that you would listen to, and then he started showing me like Sepultura, he saw Brujeria and a bunch of other bands. It's like it really expanded uh, more genres and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
he,
And it's
yeah,
not
he's
just
he's done that a lot to not only me but to all of my other cousins. Like he's gotten me and my cousins into some a lot of good metal bands. So
yeah.
yeah,
What kind of metal bands?
uh,
Like
yeah,
what names?
like for instance, like he did get me into Slayer, Sepultura,
Mm-hmm.
Fight. He got me more into like Judas Priest.
Right.
Let's see, Asesino, Brujeria. Um, that I can name on top of my head. Oh, Pissing Razors, because he would
Mm-hmm.
burn me a lot of CDs too,
Yeah.
and like give them to me when burning CDs was a thing back then.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Shit, where it came to we like you'll just go and hustle that shit at school. Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
CDs, man, $5 or whatever you want. I'll
Wow,
burn it
bro,
for you.
for real. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
so,
that's cool because it's not just because everybody knows Metallica, right? Everybody
yeah, of
Metallica,
course.
Metallica. And
Yeah.
then when you start hearing these other names, that's different influence, bro. Totally. You
Oh
know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah, that's for sure, bro. Because shoot, first concert was Metallica for me, and then I didn't start hearing about that type of stuff. Same thing. My cousin, he liked Judas Priest a lot,
Yeah.
Iron Maiden, stuff like that, Slayer, Megadeth, actually, which is, you know what I mean. So it's all about the circles. You know what I mean? Which circle you're part
Yeah,
of. They like.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
because my biological dad, he was a big Kiss fan
Mm-hmm.
and Iron Maiden, so I knew those bands because of him. And Peter Chris was always like one of my biggest inspirations on drumming.
Mm-hmm.
So and
You
of
play?
course, I'm sorry.
So you play drums?
Yeah, yeah. I used to play well because my dad he's more like Spanish Tejano because my grandpa he was a Spanish singer. He wrote songs and everything back in the
Mm-hmm.
day. So it's like kind of like music went through on my dad's side of the family
Yeah.
because I played drums and then my little brother plays drums, and so like it just fell through like with music wise. And my daughter, she loves instruments. She has a drum set, but she don't
Yeah.
really play no more. Um, she has a guitar. She has my old keyboard set from when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's really into music and instruments and all that.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. So she kind of slowed down on it. Would you say your daughter? Is there other
Yeah,
stuff?
cause we bought her a drum set. Her first one was like a one of them little Fisher Price ones.
Yeah, yeah.
When they were babies, and then whenever she was, I think 3, I think she was like 3. Yeah, 3 years old. me and my wife, we got her actual drum set for Christmas.
That's
So
what's up, bro. Yeah.
early Christmas morning, I set it up and we called
Yeah.
around, and she was like, "What?" Like she got on it and started playing,
That's
and it was
cool,
cool.
bro.
I mean, it was always there. We kept it inside at our old house, so it was in the living room. So
Right.
she'll go and mess with it. But when we moved, um, her drums were in the garage, and I was able to get a set of my own, and it was in the garage. So the only time she would go out there was if I was out there, and that's when she would play it.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah, I
awesome.
never really forced it on her, you know. I
Hmm.
never really forced her to like to play or nothing. If she wanted to do it, then go ahead.
Yeah.
No,
Well, that's good.
I wasn't no Abraham Quintanilla forcing this shit.
Yeah.
Nah,
It's all good.
but but
Yeah.
yeah, no, she enjoys music. She has a big old variety of music taste. Like she has
Wow.
her own Spotify now, so she makes her own
Crazy.
playlist and
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah,
So you
she.
have you have a podcast playlist or something like that?
Oh yeah, yeah, because my
Mm-hmm.
cousin and his two homeboys, they have a podcast, the Bullshit and Booze podcast, or BS Booze podcast
Yeah.
now. And
Shout out.
yeah, so they would always like recite songs and like sing songs, and they're like, man, we need to do like a soundtrack and this and that. And they had talked about it for a while, and then once I came up here and I'm by myself, you
Yeah.
know, I work, come
Mm.
home, like, and I'm just here, you know, and then I said, fuck it, you know, I'm gonna do these guys a solid. So I started from the very beginning, and they're already like at man, like episode. They were like in the
Hmm.
80s, I think, already.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I started from the first episode and started listening through, you know, re-listening into it, and yeah, just started making a playlist for them. So they have like 10 volumes of music.
Crazy. That's
So
cool.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't
so
know. That's
they're
cool that
good.
y'all are related. I have found that out because you were on one of their episodes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
That's
pretty cool.
yeah. You know, I didn't know that we were related until
What?
Uh, so I was, I think a freshman. Yeah, I think I was a freshman at Miller.
Hmm.
So, cause his mom is my cousin,
Oh
you know,
wow.
so, and she worked there, and that's when I found out that we were related. And then uh, later on, sophomore year, June, no, yeah, sophomore year,
Hmm.
my friend Elizabeth uh, ended up. Well, actually, she started dating this guy in junior year, or so her boyfriend or fiance now, Marshall, is good friends with my cousin. So
Mm.
they would always hang out. So during my senior year and stuff, we would always hang out, party for the weekends and shit like that. So we're always hanging out, and
Yeah.
dude's the fucking goofball. So he was always making us laugh.
Oh, yeah, I could tell you guys are having a good time on that podcast. That was pretty cool,
Yeah,
man.
he's a fucking nutshell, dude.
There's
He's
something else,
crazy.
yeah. That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's never a dull moment with him, dude. He's gonna make you laugh regardless.
Shout out, you guys! If you're listening, I'll put a link in the description to the
Yeah,
BS and
I
Booze
actually have their
podcast.
fucking, I actually have their koozie right here too. So
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. That's cool, bro. Yeah, I need to
yeah.
get a sticker or something and put it on my laptop. Yeah, man, that's what's up. Yeah, so have you considered doing a podcast yourself or something?
Uh, I actually kind of like thought about it, but I was like, I don't know what to do. And then the
Yeah,
time, and then to get the equipment, and just to edit and all that, I was like, I mean, even though yeah, I have the time now, but I
yeah,
mean, I really don't know. It's been in the air, but because
yeah,
I
man.
also on, I was guest on my cousins twice, and then with the Ruthless Villains podcast with my homeboys Lewis and Jaime.
Hmm.
Man, I did one. I want to say like maybe like 3 episodes with them,
Hmm.
about 3 or 4, something like that.
Yeah,
And I mean, those guys are fun to be around with too. Talk a
hell
lot of
yeah.
good shit too.
That's cool, man. Yeah, so your daughter does a Spotify playlist, and then you
Yeah, yeah,
have
she has her own. Yeah, so of course she has her Encanto music.
yeah.
She has her Selena, Marshmallow. Bunch of, I think she has some Spanish on there too, more Spanish. And then I believe she added a piñata protest on there as well.
Crazy.
My wife called her in the morning, early in the morning,
Mm.
and she was just in bed with her tablet and her iPad, and she was listening to Being at the Protest. Because
I gotta hear that. What is that?
oh, dude, they're like
Oh yeah, I
they're a
saw a
Spanish
post.
punk band from San Antonio.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, dude, like man, I when he once he thought he saw it all, like once he saw that
Yeah.
song, dude, I was like, holy shit, what is this? But it just fits so perfect. Yeah, because we took her to go we took her to go see that show and back in Corpus
Hmm.
a couple of months back, and yeah, she liked it. She took a picture with the singer.
Yeah.
She got some buttons to put on her leather jacket. She got a
Hmm.
team what was it? Because they have a thing where they're like either your team rojo or team verde for salsa. So she got the green one, and then she got buttons from Drastic Actions
Hmm.
as well. So yeah, she had a good time. She had a good time there. So that's how she remembers that band.
Yeah. That's cool, bro. Yeah, I saw them. They play. They have. It's like rock, and the guy has an accordion, like the
Yeah,
front man. Yeah.
yeah, the front man has an accordion. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
crazy,
something
dude, but
else.
it fits so perfect. Like
Does it?
they made
Wow.
it sound so good. It's yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it's cool,
amazing.
man.
It's crazy
Yeah.
what
So.
people could do with instruments, you know.
Yep.
So and that's why I was always interested in music.
Hmm.
I mean, I tried to play guitar, but it was not happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
So yeah. So did you like play any instruments like at school or anything like that, or you kind of just did them like outside of school?
actually, yeah, actually, in middle school, I went to drift school.
Right on.
So yeah, was it sixth grade? Yeah, because I got out of it in eighth.
Hmm.
So yeah, so sixth and seventh grade, I was in orchestra.
Right.
I played the violin,
Okay.
and yeah, so that was honestly like a cool instrument.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I learned how to read music. I've already forgot now because it's been years.
Yeah, for sure.
But I always told my wife and a bunch of other friends too. I was like, man, I really miss playing the violin because it was just a unique sound, and it's well pretty much like a little miniature guitar, in a way, but just with a different sound. But you have
Yeah.
a bow instead of a pick.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, for
yeah, I
sure.
was able to read music and everything, and that was pretty cool
That's
to
good,
learn.
man. Yeah, for sure. And to be able to appreciate a lot of music says a lot because some
Yeah,
people could
yeah,
just,
especially like with the classical side.
hmm
So that was amazing.
Yeah, my brother was talking about the other day, like classical guitar, because we play classical guitar, or we learned it after we learned like metal guitar, right? And he said that it's popular like on TikTok, and I was like, well, it's popular because it's not popular. It's not being played on radio everywhere. You know what I mean? So when they listen to classical guitar for the first time, they're like, oh shoot, what is this? You know what I mean? And it's a guitar. And if you're a guitarist, you learn to like it because you play guitar. So
Yeah,
you start to appreciate the different styles of class, like classical and country and all that other stuff, or
yeah.
whatever. And classical guitar has been around for forever, dude.
Oh
Shoot,
yeah, yeah. For a
1500s,
long
fourteen
time,
hundred.
yeah.
Yeah,
Start off with the banjo and all that stuff, and then
yeah.
you go bigger, um,
Cool, bro.
ukuleles and all that shit.
Yeah, right on, man. So you work out of town. So you don't live in Corpus. Well, you do live in Corpus, right?
Yeah, yes. I'm born and raised in Corpus, but
Hell yeah.
right now I'm staying in Bastrop. That's where I have my RV at,
Mm-hmm.
and I work in at the Tesla Gigafactory in Austin. It's like
Nice.
on the east side of Austin, kind of like a Del Valle area.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's where it's at. It's really like about 15 minutes away from right here where I'm at.
Yeah.
This
So
is really
Bastrop
just
is
down the
on the
street.
east of Austin.
Yeah, like southeast,
Okay.
southeast of it. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's a nice little town, man. I hardly ever go into Austin. I just stay here unless I go to a show.
Yeah.
That's the only time I really go into Austin. Yeah. But other than that, I just stay here. I have my little spot I go to every Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful here. And they have the Colorado Bridge where they shot the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's funny because like I tell people about it, and I was like, yeah, like you remember in the movie like fucking Leatherface is on the truck and he's like messing with those dudes in the car and everything. And it's like an ongoing bridge, but when you see it in person, it's small.
Wow.
It's so small. Yeah, it's funny. And then of course, they got the gas station too. It's like about, I don't know, like maybe like 10, 15 minutes away from where I'm at.
Yeah.
So where they shot the movie there too, and that's a cool little place. And um, if you or anyone else listening, if they haven't uh, gone to the gas station in Bastrop, it's a good place to go check out. They have a lot of horror collections. Of course, they
Crazy.
got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre merch, and the
Mm.
brisket sandwiches are fucking bomb.
Nice, man.
They're good. You can rent cabins out there too to stay out there, and
Wow, for real.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
nice. It's a nice little town. It kind of reminds me of Corpus in a way. I mean, even though it is smaller,
Yeah.
but and it feels like another home. And
Yeah.
everyone's cool. I mean, no one doesn't really give off bad vibes around here.
Yeah, for sure. So you work in the Tesla factory. So how did you get that gig?
Okay,
What do you do
so
actually?
yeah, so I'm right now. I'm in the union. I'm in the pipe fitters union.
Mhm.
I got in 5 years ago. Yeah, because I worked at the Shoreline Hospital
Right.
when they
Okay.
did the addition downtown. Yeah, I was out of work. Um, what what they call open shop, So, and I was looking for work, and I couldn't find work, because I usually find work within the week if I get laid off, right?
Hmm.
And this one, it was getting kind of hard to find a place. So my cousin was working for this company called Brant,
Hmm.
and so I hit him up, and I was like, hey, he was like, are y'all hiring? He's like, yeah. He's like, we actually do need some fitters. Man, I was like, you don't have no welders, because I'm not really much of a fitter, because
Mm.
I was fitting at a shop years before, and I got to be consistent on things to really keep my mind going. But
Right.
he's like, yeah, just let me talk to my superintendent. Got a hold of the superintendent. He called me. We talked. He's like, I'll set you up a test. So I went and took the written test, and just went off of my pay was just off of that test.
Mm.
So he's like, okay, well, knowing from what you talked about your experience and from the test, he's like, I'll put you at a tradesman A
Mm.
pay, because really, like, I'm considered what they call a book buyer.
Mm.
I didn't go through the whole apprenticeship program where I have to do 5 years of apprentice,
Right.
and then after your fifth year, you get initiated to be a journeyman. So I took the test and all that stuff and started working, and I didn't like it at first
Mm.
because it was a total different world. It was totally different. I was doing layouts on the floor for like the whole week. I wasn't used to that, so my back was hurting, my knees and
Right.
everything. Like, damn. And yeah, I told my cousin, the man, dude, I was like, I don't know about this. He said, well, I mean, uh, if you want to drag up or whatever, it's that's up to you. You're not gonna hurt my feelings or nothing and all that. I was like, I kind of thought about it. I was like, man, I mean, he stuck out his neck for me to get me this job, and I can't do him like that.
Hmm.
So I was like, fuck it, stop being a little bitch and just bite the bullet and just keep going. And here I am, 5 years later, still doing it.
Hell yeah, bro. Providing
Pipe
for your
fitting
family.
and yeah, pipe fitting and welding. So yeah, I'm still doing that. I got initiated because because you got to do a three months probation,
Okay.
right? And then from there, that's when you start paying your dues. So, and my dues at that time were like, I think they were like $30, and that money goes to retirement, it goes to insurance, it goes to a lot of other things.
Right.
So, and then so fast track to now. Um, my last job, I worked with the MLN, and I was at the Exxon plant in Portland, in the Gregory
Hmm.
Portland. And I was laid off, and I took a break, and it was like about 4 or 5 months. But I had called the hall and told them to put me on the list. But then I had an old buddy that I worked with in San Antonio call me up,
Mm.
and he was like, "Hey man," he's like, "I'm over here at this Tesla project, uh I want to want to get you out here."
Mhm.
So I was like, "Really?" So we kind of talked about the money situation and all that stuff, see if
Yeah.
it's even worth it, and but at that time there was no per diem, but the way our contract was, it was 8 hours straight. Anything over eight is time and a half, and then
Mm.
anything over 10 hours is double time.
Yeah.
And then we're working 7 days,
Yeah.
19 on, two off.
Ooh.
So talked about it, and I was like, got a place for you too. So I talked about it, and I was like, all right, let me talk to the wife and see what's up. And sure enough, she said, fuck it. So he put a request out for me, a call out.
Mhm.
So my BA, because I'm out of the the local hall from Houston. So even though I'm from Corpus, I'm
Mhm.
out of the Houston hall.
Yeah.
So the BA guy called me, the business agent called me, and he's like, yeah. So yeah, so we don't get much of a superintendents do call outs for people. So
Mm.
Brandon sees you're good enough to go out there.
Yeah.
And but at that time I wasn't a journeyman, and
Mm.
yet they were only calling for journeymans and apprentices out there.
Oh wow.
So, but he's like, you know what? Since you already have your 4 years, you done your 4 years, worked it, and um, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bump you up to journeyman already. You already
Mhm.
have the experience of, because they always put everything, they type everything in the bio. So I had like good good talk about me. So
That's
he's like,
good.
yeah, so we'll get you out there. And this past April, it was already a year since I've been out here.
Mhm.
So yeah, I've already been on here for a little over a year already, and still going. Um, we're getting more work as well. We there's another building that needs to be done, and then of course the company that I work for, they're like the biggest contractors out here, well, out in Austin. So
Mhm.
there's really a lot of work everywhere. So and then there's a Samsung building, another one that's gonna be
Crazy.
built up. So yeah, so I don't know. Let's see what happens. See how long I will be out here. So
Yeah.
they're always telling me too. Like some of the local hands, they're like, "Why don't you just move out here? You're gonna be out here for a while. They're not gonna let you go." I was like, ah. So I don't know, man. I was like, I mean, my wife loves it up here. She loves Bastrop,
Yeah.
and but we're like, yeah, but I don't want to take our daughter away from her school
Mm.
because she goes to the Science School of Technology.
Okay.
So, and I mean, me and my wife, we love that school. They're good with the kids.
Mhm.
Our daughter, learns so much from being at that school,
Awesome.
and it really amazed me how much she learned more there quick than she did at the old elementaries that she was at.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, so her knowledge and everything is just expanding, and she's just doing so good there. And I don't want to take her. I don't want to take our daughter's good education away from her.
Mhm.
She's already doing good there. I don't want to take that away from her. So
Yeah. Do you ever?
we're
Do
just
you?
gonna make it work.
Yeah, man. That's good. So, do you ever feel like? Do you ever have like a? Because when I used to be on the road, I used to come home like two days out of the week. Same thing, kind of like you. And I used to be like, man, well, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time with my kids. You know what I mean? Does that ever happen to you? Like, do you ever think that way?
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, it's very hard. Especially like it was a little bit easier when we first started because we had 19 on and 2 days off, and I would always go home for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then after Memorial Day of last year,
Yeah.
it was like it was pretty much like nonstop work.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a time I think it was like 3 or 4 months we were working 7 days straight,
Yeah. And
and during that time, my wife and my daughter would just come up here every 2 weeks. they were up here for the summer. They were here for the summer for like 2 weeks straight,
Yeah.
and then after that, every 2 weeks they would come up here
Yeah.
and visit. So I mean, we made it worked out, and but now like our schedule changed again, so we are 5 10s and an 8.
Damn.
So yeah, so Saturdays we work 8 hours, and then Sundays, like today, I'm off. So
Mm-hmm.
um, now it's a little bit kind of hard, just to go go back just for one day,
Yeah.
because if I leave from work Saturday, get home around 4, do
Mm-hmm.
what we can there, and I usually take off the day before work. I usually take off like around 3 or 4,
Yeah.
so that way, because I get here like at 7 ish, or
Yeah. Yeah. That's
yeah,
tough.
it's a 3 hour drive. So yeah, and then my wife was like, "Oh, just stay and just leave early in the morning." I was like, no, I'm not waking up like at 1 o'clock in the morning to drive,
Crazy
because
man.
I did that before at one of my old jobs. Still with the union, I worked in Port Lavaca or Port Comfort,
Mm-hmm.
and I would wake up. Man, what time would I wake up? I forgot. I think I'll wake up at 3. Yeah, I wake up at 3 o'clock and then drive, and it's like an hour or so away just to be at work. But I
Mm-hmm.
was going to and from, I was driving back and forth every day. So
Oh.
yeah, it was a short time, because I was waiting to start for the openings for MLN at the Exxon. So I just
Right.
took that job at the hall helped me out and put me at that job for temporary, just till MLN was ready for me to
Mm-hmm.
go out there. So, but even that short amount of time, I was like, man, this driving back and forth is it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So how long you guys been married? Like, did this happen like after y'all were married or before? You know
Um,
what I mean?
no, we were married. We got married 8 years ago.
Mm.
We've been
Cool.
together. We've been together for 11 years, and yeah, we got married 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this year will be 9, and the only reason how uh, we remember that is by our daughter's age.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because we got
Crazy.
married in October, and so we got married in October at the
Mm.
courthouse, and my daughter was born in December.
Yeah.
So we keep track at that.
Wow, bro.
Well, my wife does it because my wife has a bad memory. uh,
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I'll forget that stuff, and my wife would be like, "Did you forget again?"
oh, dude, that's my wife, bro. She's probably gonna kick my ass, saying
Yeah,
all this
right.
stuff. But I was like, nah. I got
That's
mad at
funny,
her
bro.
because she was like, I forgot we brought up my age, and she's like, you're 32, right? I was like, really, dude? I was like, really? I was like, you got my age? She's like, what? She's like, you're not 32? I was like, man. We were in the pool. I was like, bro, I'm a fucking drown you,
It's
full
funny,
of
bro.
Llorona on you and everything.
Yeah, man. Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's crazy, dude. But yeah, she's my backbone, bro. I honestly wouldn't have achieved so much if it wasn't for my wife.
Yeah, man, that's good.
So we push each other a lot, and to better ourselves.
That's what's
So
up, bro. What is she?
so right now she's going to school for cosmetology in Portland. So she will graduate in October. Yeah, she'll graduate in October. That's when she'll be done. So pretty excited for her new career that she's gonna take on. So see how it goes.
Yeah, help bring some more money in, huh?
Yeah, yeah. It was just a good cause that I'm out here. She
Yeah.
was able to leave her old jobs and then take care of our daughter, because my wife would go into work at 6 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I did too at that time. Back then I was at my old job. I was going in at 6 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
so we both had to go in at 6, and she would have to take our daughter to a babysitter in the morning
Wow.
to one of her friends, and then the friend would take her to school. and then the friend had a shift change, so she wasn't really able to take our daughter, and then we ended up finding a way. But whenever I came up here, she's like, I don't know why we're gonna do this, and but with the money that I'm making out here, she was able to still leave her job and be able to attend to our daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just had a decision just to try cosmetology. I was like, I could see you doing that. I mean, because my wife, she's very artistic.
Right.
She's very artistic in things that she does, and um, I mean, shit, like the way she does our daughter's hair.
Yeah.
There's things I mean, I could barely do a ponytail, but I could do a braid with just a single braid, a regular braid.
Yeah.
Put in the ponytail and braid it, and that's it.
Yeah.
But she does all kinds of braids and everything, and then she would color her hair sometimes. But yeah, ever since she's been going to school, been seeing her progress in it. I was like, dude, you got it. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, she needs more help with men's haircut because that's what she really wants to do. She wants to do men's haircut.
Nice.
So, but yeah, I mean, she just needs more hands on. I'm her guinea pig.
Yeah, yeah, man.
She
That's
says
cool,
she
bro.
says I have a weird head, so I have a weird head.
That doesn't make it
Uh,
easy, right?
I was like, well, at least you're lucky I wear caps. But it's really honestly not that bad.
Yeah, man.
She still puts uh, gives herself a hard time,
Right.
but I mean that just shows you care about it. You have a lot of pride to your work. So
Yeah.
I respect that because I'm the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll be one day I'm like finish a weld or whatever in a very bad spot or something, or I just have an off day.
Right.
And it's like, man, I already fucked that up. And they're like, it's all right as long as it don't leak, right?
Put some duct tape.
Put some bubble gum
That's
on it.
funny, bro.
And I was like,
Yeah, man.
yeah, but still, it's just it's because it's a craft. It's craftsmanship,
Right, right, right.
And yeah, I mean, people could just throw shit on it, and yeah, it won't leak or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
it shows the character of the worker.
Yeah,
Whether
bro.
you're welding or pipe fitting, painting
Mm-hmm.
too. My stepdad, he's a painter,
Mm-hmm.
and I've helped him a few times too. Being out of work, I would help him, and yeah, it's more than people think it is. When it comes to painting,
Yeah.
there's a lot more to it than just rolling and moving a brush.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
there's craftsmanship in there too, and everything takes craftsmanship. So for
Yeah.
people to take pride in their work, I mean, it shows a lot on the character. So
Yeah, man.
so I
That's
respect
awesome.
that.
Dude, that's what's up, bro. Yeah. So you mentioned your stepdad. You're a stepdad as well, yeah?
Yes, I'm a stepdad to two kids. My stepson is 19 years old, David, and then my stepdaughter, Maddie. She is 15.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Wow.
I met my stepson when he was 8, and my stepdaughter when she was 3.
Wow, bro. Crazy.
So yeah, so man, just seeing them now is crazy. Just to know how fast time has gone, and
Yeah.
hell, even at that, I'm also a grandpa.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you
Wow.
see. Look, I already got. Where is it at? Right here.
Yeah,
Right here, right there. It's
that's
already
funny,
starting.
dude.
I already have the ganas from on my head from my wife, but now I'm getting ganas right here from being a grandpa.
That's funny, man. Golly.
But
Wow.
we're blessed to have our
Yeah.
grandson. He's just a big old chunky monkey,
Yeah, yeah.
little Michelin baby, man. He rolls after rolls.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a good kid. He's a good
yeah, it
baby.
makes me think about my son, man. My son, he's gonna be 2, bro. God, he's an
Yeah.
awesome little dude, bro. Yeah, I don't have any sisters. I grew up with all brothers, and my first child was a daughter. So that was
Yeah.
kind of a change
New
for me.
new
I'm
to
like
you, huh? Yeah.
very new, bro.
Yeah. Well, see, like for me, like I grew up in my grandma's house, and from my mom's side, my mom's mom. So
Hmm.
um, my grandparents, they had 4 girls. So the only male in that house was my grandpa, but he was always at work. He worked at the warehouse for HEB.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
worked there
Oh.
for 36 years,
Mm.
and so yeah, I grew up with a house full of women. My grandma,
Mm.
my mom, and my three tias.
Yeah.
So yeah, so yeah, it was just crazy being like the only boy in the house, and of course my grandparents spoiled the hell out of me because they had four girls. So
Yeah.
I'm like their son as well. They tell me too, like you're like our son. We always wanted a boy, and but your mom ended up having you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's
it,
great.
it,
Yeah, it's kind of like in our like I don't know, in our culture to where the grandparents, like if your parents are still around, the grandparents are around, right? And like you said, they're kind of like helping raise you with your parents.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I don't know. I never really had that because I would live with my dad, and then we would go to grandma's house to hang out. But I can't. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, my grandmother used to discipline us too, bro. She would be
shit,
like, "Don't, yeah, hell yeah, bro." She wasn't afraid to get the
dude.
chancla out for sure.
Bro, my grandma, it was the discipliner. She whooped my ass.
Yeah.
She denies it now. She denies it, but she whooped my ass. And
Yeah.
my grandpa only whooped my ass once, dude, and I was scared shitless. I was gonna
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, bro.
And
For sure.
I bring it up, and he just laughs. My grandpa's real laid back, dude. He's chill, man. And then my
Yeah.
grandma, she's a tough woman, dude. I love her. She's a damn tough woman, dude. She
Yeah,
don't
man.
take
Hell
shit
yeah.
from nobody. And
Yeah. For sure, bro.
that's
Yeah.
how really all my tias are too. My mom's very calm too, but piss her off, you open a whole can of
Yeah.
worms, dude.
It's gonna come out. Yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Yeah. And come to think of it, dude, and they're talking about on my dad's side, because my dad has a big family. There's like shoot, like 12 brothers and sisters or something like that. But all of them, bro, like it seems like they're all work hard. You know what I mean? Even the women, like it seems like they were trained to like work, work, work. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's a work ethic that I had learned from my dad's side of the family, because my dad was like that too. He's like, nope, you're gonna get up, you're gonna do something. You know, you're not gonna just be here all day doing nothing. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
That's
I got the work ethic from my grandpa. Well, both of my grandpas had that
mm-hmm.
because my grandpa uh, from my dad's side, he was a truck driver for Bay.
Oh, right.
And so yeah, like he would always work, and then of course he worked on the truck, and of course cut the grass and all that stuff. He was always staying busy, just like on my other grandpa from my mom's side.
Right.
He would work, and of course do the same thing. He'll work on the cars, just being typical old, uh, classic man, staying busy,
Mm-hmm.
and seeing that growing up, like okay, that's what men are supposed to do.
Yeah, for
And
sure,
then
man.
shit, even at that, whenever my grandpa from my dad's side, he passed away from cancer when I was a senior.
Mm.
Was this? Yes, I think it was a senior. When I was a senior, he passed away, and but even when he had cancer, he would before it got worse, he was still working.
Mm-hmm.
He was still out there getting it, and then once it got a little bit harder for him, he was at home.
Crazy.
And then my grandpa on my mom's side, um, yeah, he has you know, I think it was glaucoma, and then he's starting to like lose feeling in his legs.
Mm.
Like it would get numb. So he had operation on that. He had an operation on his shoulder,
Damn.
but he slowed down a little bit, but he still keeps busy.
Right.
So I mean, fuck, both of my grandpas, they were just iron
Mm-hmm.
horses. They were just still getting it.
Yeah, bro.
But so that's where I get all my hard work motivation is because of those two men right there, and then also because of my stepdad too. My stepdad always busts his ass too to provide for
Mm-hmm.
my mom and my siblings as well.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, seeing him work his normal job and then leave from there to go do side work. or on the
Mm-hmm.
weekends when he's off, he's still doing side work on the side,
Crazy.
to just to provide, and I saw that growing up, at 14 years old. I'm like, like fuck yeah. So that's whenever. Well, the only reason why I got into welding, um, eighth grade at Driscoll, you got to fill out your paperwork for electives,
Right.
and just being a ignorant kid. Now, what the hell is this welding? Ah, fuck it. Just check it off and get it out of my face.
Wow.
And then, shit, man. And then I got my schedule freshman year, welding intro. Okay, cool. And then, of course, we went through the classes and everything. And once we were able to step in the shop,
Mm-hmm.
uh, my instructor was showing us how to strike an arc. So we would, of course, be in line. And, of course, he had to, like, hold our hand to, like, show us how to do it.
Right.
And then ever since I struck that first arc and started, trying to throw a bead, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
shit. I was like, this is what I want to do.
Wow, bro. Cool.
So, yeah. So I've
Yes.
been going here. Started at 14, freshman year, and now I'm 31, still going at it. So
Wow, bro, dude, that's awesome, dude. You started in middle school.
yeah,
And no college, bro.
yeah. Well, yeah, no college. I don't know if you would still call it trade school college. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, yeah, for sure.
Uh, but I did go to the craft training center for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They would have classes like 3 times. I would go in the summer. It was like 3 days out of the week I would go,
Yeah.
and then of course the summertime it was like all week. And then I went back when I was working at this fab shop. I started going back because I wanted to start learning how to weld pipe.
Mm.
I was more of a structural welder, and I never really got more on the pipe side.
Mm-hmm.
So I started going back to school to learn how to weld pipe, and I got in a work accident.
Mm.
Uh, I broke my ankle, and I had just started school too. I had started going there
Damn.
with not even a week, and then I got hurt at work, and of course I had to be out for about 4 months.
Yeah. Damn.
But they reimbursed my money and all that, and I never went back.
Crazy,
And,
bro.
but I pretty much just picked up more on the job. Once I
Yeah.
left that fab shop, and I worked at another one, and then I went to go test out uh, for a company called PMI,
Mm-hmm.
and it was at the Sherwin Alumina plant in Ingleside. Well, it's not there anymore. It already got demolished.
Right.
Um, so I had to go practice. So one of my buddies, Lupe, he's a older cat, damn good welder too. He told
Mm-hmm.
me to go by his place and practice on pipe, and I practice, and he showed me a few tips, and uh, then the next day I went back out to Ingleside and tested out, and shit, I passed, and then
Wow.
started started doing more pipe at that job, and then so I guess I guess everything happens for a reason,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but it kind of sucked like how I had to get hurt.
That's funny, bro.
I mean, I'm still fucking recovering from that day, dude. I still have problems with
Oh.
my ankle, so it's
Oh, don't you hate
yeah,
that, bro? You break
no, it's
something
bad.
and never goes away.
Winter time gets worse because of the cold, rain.
Yeah.
Um, if I work on ladders or being a scissor lift or man lift or whatever, if I have to climb the pipe rack to get a good spot,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sore the next day, dude.
It's funny,
Damn.
bro.
Or if I get in the mosh pit, I'm sore the next day too, regardless.
Yeah,
That's the whole
for
body.
sure. And your throat too for yelling and stuff too,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah. And then the head for all the drinking.
Damn.
Uh, yeah, man.
Your body's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, dude, we're getting old. I was like, come
Yeah.
on.
It's
Yeah,
funny,
right.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
you go to shows and that's like the only exercise you get, right? From going to shows.
Yeah, yeah. But even think because he like here at this factory, man, it's huge.
Mhm.
It's big, dude, and there's a lot of walking on that place, and
Oh,
then
crazy.
yeah, and then there's a lot of stairs you have to climb too.
Mm.
But now we got their elevators. Some of the elevators are working, so finally we got a break after all these, through this time. The stairs. Finally got
Yeah.
an elevator that works, or like finally got a relief. Like, damn, we could finally calm down a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause
So,
yeah, dude. Cause
yeah.
yeah, it sucked, dude. Cause like there's times like either we're on the first floor working,
Mm.
but we're missing stuff, and we have to go all the way to the third floor to
Oh shit.
get it and bring it down, or vice versa. Like we're up on the third floor, something's downstairs, or they bring something, and
Yeah.
we got to go down and go get it and then bring it back up. There's a time that me and my homeboy Joe,
Mm.
we had to take all these chain falls and everything back upstairs.
Yeah.
And we were on the second, yeah, we were on the second floor, and there was still like maybe I think like fuck like 5 or 6 flights of stairs. We're
Yeah.
carrying these. I think they were like 2 ton or 3 ton chain falls. No, I think they were 2 ton. Two
Mhm.
ton chain falls. So with long ass chains, so we put the chain fall around us, wrap the chain around, and then walk up the dips, and then go back down and bring up some more, and then more chain falls, then clamps, and I was like, "Fuck, man,
Yeah.
who needs the gym when you could just do this shit at work?"
No kidding, right?
Because I have people telling me, "Man, dude, like, let's go to the gym." I was like, "Fuck that, I don't want to go to no gym. My gym's at work, bro. Work out every day, dude."
That's funny, man.
So yeah,
Yeah,
man,
bro.
it's crazy, dude. Like, but it's true, like you get so much physical shit to do. I mean, it depends on what kind of person you are too. Like, if you're a
Mm.
lazy fuck, then you don't do a damn thing. Don't
Right.
even lift a finger. But if you got them hard workers that are just getting it,
Yeah.
you put your body through a lot of physical stuff.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So yeah, it's
Yes.
crazy, but it keeps you busy.
Yeah, it keeps you busy, bro. You gotta. I mean, it's like you're going to work. For me, in my mind, it's like, okay, I'm going to work. I gotta work. You know what I mean? Why else am
Yeah,
I here? Some guys, it's just like they just show up and they don't want to do nothing. I'm like, dude, I don't understand. Why are you here? You just want to here to do nothing? It doesn't make sense to me, bro. But I mean, that's just how some people roll, I guess. You know what I mean?
and dude, for me, like we have a foreman there that don't know shit. He don't do shit. He don't. He
Mm,
can't even read prints,
mm.
and he's a foreman.
Yeah, man.
It's
That's
like,
and
bro,
then
like he's fucking brown nosing motherfucker. Just
yeah,
yeah, it's just people like that. It's people like that kind of brings down some of the motivation. It's like fuck, why am I busting my ass and this motherfucker is getting paid more than us, and
hmm,
he's supposed to be the fucking leader.
yeah, yeah.
It's just
So
stuff
would
like
you say
that.
would you say it's like difficult? That's got to be difficult because or even stressful too because you're like, damn, what the hell? You know what I mean? Does that ever happen to you to where it's like affecting your work and you're just like trying not to think about it? You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, pisses me off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like how do you not like be pissed off while you're working? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because for
dude.
yeah.
It's a bunch of bullshit. But my homeboy, he's I met him out here. Adam, he's our foreman. So,
Hmm.
and he's a bad motherfucker, dude. He works his ass off and
Yeah.
talk a lot of shit, talk shit
Hmm.
back, just to pass the day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the only way we could pass the day, man. Just talk shit to each other. Be stupid but still
Yeah.
get the work done and get out of there.
Yeah, for sure, bro. That's a good point. Yeah, it's
But,
definitely a good point. You got somebody to talk to that can relate to you. Also, they know what's going on, they see what's going on, and to be able to relate is like, all right, it helps. Yeah, for sure, it helps the day go by faster. For sure.
oh, hell yeah! If,
Yeah,
if, if not, that day's gonna fucking drag.
yeah, bro, for
It's a
real.
pain in the ass, dude. I mean, there's been some days too, like, well, yesterday, we were working 8-hour day.
Hmm.
We're working and all that stuff, and then look at the time. I was like, fuck, man, it's barely 9 o'clock. It seems like it's already been 11. Like,
And you're all
fuck
eating a
that.
taco, hoping the time goes by faster, right?
Yeah, yes. Our site superintendent, he buys everyone tacos on
Mm.
Saturdays. So yeah,
Nice.
so it's like we get that after our first break. And our break's at 8 o'clock.
Hmm.
So that yeah, that's what I meant. Like we just got off a break, and we're working and getting doing stuff, and it seems like at least 2 hours has passed and it's only been an hour. You're like, what? Really? Like, come on.
It's funny, man.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's just the people who you work around with,
yeah.
is what makes it better. Even though it could be either a shitty ass job site or with shitty leadermanship. As long as you have
Hmm.
your fucking brothers next to you who have your back and work as hard just as you do, and everything. It makes it all better. It makes the day
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
Makes it
that's for
worth it. It
sure,
makes
man.
it worth it because um, we work with our guys more. We're with them more than we are with our families.
Mm,
Which is true. Regardless of even I was working back home in Corpus.
right.
We spend more days and hours with our coworkers than we do with our families. So that just brings a bond, with everyone.
Yeah,
It's that brotherhood, and I seen that, open shop, but and when you join the union, it's even stronger. Like
crazy.
there's actually like people that who would stick up for other people. Like we had this journeyman stick up for a apprentice because apprentice can't really do much at
Hmm.
all because they're apprentice, a first year, second year, whatever.
Yeah,
And one of our journeymans stood up for one of them against a foreman,
crazy.
and he's like, you can't be fucking threatening this apprentice's job like that. Like the fuck,
Mm,
he's the fucking apprentice. He's
yeah.
if you're gonna fucking threaten someone, threaten me, dog. Like you want to try to get someone's money, try to get mine, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
So
Damn.
like yeah, the brotherhood and the union it's totally different. But everyone's cool with each other, and
Yeah,
in certain ways. Of course, local hands are more together than it is with travelers. See, like
yeah.
over here, I'm a traveler, so because I'm not from the Austin Hall.
Right.
Their hall's a 286, and I'm from Houston. The
Crazy.
hall from Houston is 211. So, but we get people from all over the states.
Wow.
Yeah, New York, Cali, Chicago, Pennsylvania, Florida. Get them
Yeah, for
all
sure.
over. So you meet a lot of people from different states and all that. And but the thing about that, what's cool is that you meet these guys, and if you do tend to like go to another state
Hmm.
and you still keep in contact with that guy you used to work with, they're gonna help you out.
Mm,
They're gonna help you out, find a place or whatever, or yeah, it's just crazy. Like it's good
yeah.
to know people like that. So that's why I was saying, like, when my friend was a superintendent out here, he knew how I worked because we worked together,
Mm,
and he wanted me out there because he liked my work ethic. He
wow,
knew
crazy.
I worked hard, and
Yeah.
so that's the reason why he did a call out for me to go out there. Well, come
Wow,
out
bro.
here. So yeah,
Yeah, man.
so it
That's what's
pays
up,
off.
dude.
It pays off to be a hard worker, even though like sometimes you feel like, damn, is my enough? I mean,
Right. Yeah,
but
that's a good
pays.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
So
really good point because, like, I mean, especially what you do, like, it seems like welding is everywhere. You'll have a job in welding, which is a good craft to have, and when you have a good work ethic, you're always gonna have a job. You know what I mean? Like I tell my daughter, I was like, if you learn how to solve problems, you'll always have a job. Like in no matter, because when you get to the job, they want you to solve problems, right? Um, and if you have a skill that people need, that's a need, that's in demand, and you know how to solve problems and you work hard, you're always gonna have a job. Either at that job or at a different job. You know what I mean? You don't
yeah,
have to stay at one job forever. I'm not saying that to job hop, you know what I mean? But that's the reality for different trades that you have. Like you have to move around, go to different jobs, network, and all that stuff too.
yeah. I've never been a fan of job hunting. I knew a few guys before I went union. Is like
Hmm.
they would job hunt, like work. I don't know the I think the longest, well, the earliest I've seen someone work was like a week,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Ah, I'm gonna go to this other job. Fuck this one."
Crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's like, man, I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's crazy how people can do that and are like that. They just jump from job to job, and it was like, man, that's too much, dude.
Right.
But I've been lucky to like hold a job for a good while.
Right.
Because like at one shop I was there for 3 years, uh, and then at Sherwin I was there for 2 years, and then I worked at this company called Core. They started at the Vosta plant right there in Portland as well,
Mm-hmm.
and then another job at the Jumbo Project. I don't know if you remember that one.
Mm.
It was called the Jumbo, but it was called the M&G plant,
Right.
and so they had two jobs there. So I worked at Vosta for like a little over a year there, and then they transferred me to the other job. But I was being transferred to go back to help the other guys over there. So I
Yeah.
was almost with them for like almost 2 years, and then once I joined the union at the hospital, I was there for about a year and a half,
Yeah.
and then went through like two more companies in MLN. I was there for like a year and a half,
Mm-hmm.
and then now here, going a little over a year. So I was able to. I'm the person just to write it out,
Right.
just go into the wheels fall off. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to let me go, then let me go. If they don't, then hey, just keep on working, keep on trucking.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know?
It's cool. Yeah, it's cool because you're not. It's not like a job at the refinery, like where guys stay there for like 10 years. You know what I mean? 20 years, 30
Yeah, it's more
years.
like a maintenance job. If you get a maintenance job
Yeah.
there, like you're pretty much set. Because that's what my cousin did. Uh, he was the one that got me with Brant. That got me in the union.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up dragging up and went to this other company, non-union, and he got set at a maintenance job, and so he don't have to worry about shit.
Mm,
He's set, so
for
he's
sure,
doing
bro.
good. But like if it wasn't for him, I still wouldn't be here. I probably would have never joined at that.
Right on, man.
I wouldn't have known about it.
Yeah, bro. Shoot, that's cool, bro. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you coming on, Nick.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me, dude.
Dude, is there anything else you want to share?
Shit, man. I just want to say, hopefully everyone keeps spreading the word of your podcast, your
Mm,
brand, because your brand's fucking amazing.
appreciate
It's
it.
dope. Support locals, podcasters, business agent, whatever. Shout out to my cousin,
Mm-hmm.
BSB podcast.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to Brittany, leading
Yep.
ladies.
Yeah.
I finally got to meet her at Cedar, which was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, I met her finally. She was awesome. The Ruthless Villains podcast,
Mm-hmm.
they're still going at it. So yeah, just everyone listening, keep just support these guys, support everyone who's local, and shit, man, that's really all I gotta say. Just
Appreciate that, bro. Yeah. So you support. I mean, you like supporting local, man. That's awesome.
yeah, also too, Red Giant Prints, the homie Eli from Red Giant Prints.
Yep.
They do some shirts, stickers, banners, and they do a lot of shit there too.
Yeah.
Some
For
restaurants
sure.
too, like the homies at Frisco,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Tony and Oneida, like they're doing good there too. Shout
Yeah.
out to them as well. So
Yeah, man.
it's good to support your friends on what they do instead of being jealous and hating. Not like
Yeah.
you know people got to survive too. So help them out. Help out your friends, help out your family who owns, and of course help out others. Because owning a local business is fucking hard.
Yeah, it is.
So
For sure, man. Yeah. Appreciate that, bro. I'm pretty sure all these people that you shouting out, man, they appreciate that. And we appreciate it too. So yeah, definitely check out those people. Anybody we forgot, shoot, man. Just leave it in the comment or something like that. We appreciate
yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Nick, appreciate you, bro. Be safe out there, man.
Thank you, dog. Appreciate it, man.
Okay. Have a good one.
You too, bro. Later.
Bye.